2011 Ultimate Builder Custom Bike Show in Daytona Beach, Florida. We're speaking with Shela Haile about Scott's bike. Scott, tell me about your bike.
Thanks, George. This is a 2005 Softail Springer. It's been about a 2-year project, one of those tough projects. Kind of started with the wheels, actually. So the bike was kind of built around the white wheels. I wanted to do a white wall. That's one of my favorites. I couldn't find tires or wheels that big, so we just went with white rims versus white wall tires, and it kind of evolved from there. The vision, I wanted to kind of have a bar hopper type bobber style bike. I usually ride baggers. It's got a Harley motor redone by Zippers. It's a Zippers 107. It's about 120 horsepower or so. It really runs well. It's got HHI bars. They help me out on that. A good friend of mine did most of the sheet metal. That's Alan Jennings at Chopper Thugs in Tennessee. He's been real patient to help me through the project. Another good friend of mine did my seat, which is kind of unique. His name is Eric with Stout Leather. So it's been a real big collaboration of people over the last couple of years, friends and so on, that have helped me put this thing together.
Let's start from let's start about the fabrication. Now this is a Harley frame.
Harley frame.
And what have you done on the front end on that?
The front end is a Paco. Front end is powder coated, and we powder coated the springs and everything white. It's just a standard oversized. It looks a little bigger because of the tire. It's a Metzler's. It's newer tires, 5.5 inches wide on the 21, so it looks a little larger the way it's in the front end there.
So let's move back. You talked about the handlebars. How about the tank? What have you done on that?
The tank is a stock Harley tank. It's had to be modified slightly to get the gas caps to stand up straight. So it had to be redone a little bit to get those so they weren't pointing outward. It's got a Clockworks dash where we don't have ignition. It's just an ignition switch kind of hidden on the bike. It's very difficult to figure out how to start it.
So you're not going to show us then?
No.
Okay. Let's talk about paint.
The paint was done by several different people also. The pinstriping was done by Imperial House, Sean Long, he's out of St. Louis. Chopper Thugs did the under base coat. And Sims Coat did all the powder coat.
So the powder coat matches well with the paint, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It turned out really well.
What companies were instrumental in getting your bike finished?
What do you mean? I don't...
Well, you obviously had the painter. You had there are companies that helped you do this.
Right.
Which ones were most instrumental in getting your bike done?
Probably Chopper Thugs. He's put the most time in on it. HHI, trying to get these bars done correctly, which we have finally. And,
it's a beautiful, smooth bar look.
Yeah, it's a new bar. They came out, I think, about a year or so ago. We were one of the first ones to get it, and it took a while to get it to work properly, but it's a really good setup now, real clean. People really ask me about those bars.
Yeah. Yeah, Sheila's actually holding on to that.
Yeah. All the wiring is inside, I mean every bit of it, so.
If somebody'd like to get a hold of you, how would they do that?
They would do so, you could email me at big_13@mac.com. Be happy to share anything we've done on this bike. Learned a lot on this particular project, more than any in the past, so I'd be happy to share anything with them if they'd like to contact me.
Scott, Shela, thank you very much.
Thank you.